Hey there, welcome back on the Marepreneur channel once again. So the story for today, it started with I had a friend that she bought the new Mini John Cooper Works, and when I heard that, I didn't spend too much time until I asked, can I test drive it, can I do a review with it? And of course she gave me the car, so today I have the pleasure to drive this car. To me, it's really an interesting car because when I was younger, I always wanted also the previous generations to drive them, to maybe own one, because I always felt that these cars are like go-karts with a lot of power and street legal, of course. So today I have the pleasure to drive one of these, and it's the 2022 model, so it's the most recent model, and I can't wait to share with you the experience of this car. This car, it's very specific, it's very unique, and yeah, stay with me to see all the details about this car. So as I said, in front of me I have the Mini John Cooper Works, and it's the F56, so the most recent model. It goes, I think the production started in 2021 and it will end in 2024, because I think in 2025, if I'm not mistaken, they will release the new model. So starting from the exterior, the car looks really, really nice, like a combination of the white color on the body with the dark stripe on the hood with the red roof and side mirrors. It looks awesome. I really like this combination. It's giving like sportiness to this car. Also the tail lights are also like kind of matching the color on the roof, and yeah, I think it's a really, really nice design. So when it comes to the wheels, these are the John Cooper Works track spoke wheels, are 17-inch the size. So when it comes to the rear of the car, we have this gorgeous spoiler. Look how aggressive it is. I mean, aggressive. I know there is the GP version of the John Cooper Works is much more aggressive, the spoiler, but I think this, for a daily car, if you don't want to have like a racing or racing oriented car or anything similar, this car, it has like enough aggressiveness, especially this diffuser as well with the central twin pipes exhaust. It's really aggressive, like it's wide, aggressive, sporty, however you want to define it, but I really like the look of this spoiler. So there are a few things when it comes to the exterior that I don't like pretty much, and this is one vent on the fender, and it's fake. I mean, okay, it looks good. You have the John Cooper Works badge and it looks like it's giving a nice touch. Also on the front side, on the hood, you have this air vent, but it's not functional at all. I mean, I know it, it's not the first brand doing that, like most of the brands are doing that, but yeah, these are little details that I don't like pretty much. But then when it comes to the other air vents, here are not fake at all. Under the hood we have a 2-liter 4-cylinder inline turbocharged engine. It provides 231 horsepower and it has 320 Newton meters of torque. So slowly it's getting darker outside, so I want to show you the interior, the quality of the interior, the design, and especially if I can fit inside, like if it's like a great car for tall people like me. Let's check it. Alright, we are inside. So one thing I can say is, when it comes to the design of the car, of course that's not part of the optional when you buy the new Mini, but the rest, it looks unique. I really don't know another brand that it's still keeping like the same design as the previous generation. Of course, I mean the speedometer here, the display, it's different. I mean, it's something new. But the central part of the console it's very similar to the previous generations. Also, these buttons are very like similar to the previous generation. And something I really like is the start and stop button. I don't remember other cars having the similar positions to this one. I think Aston Martin has it somewhere also in the center and in some Vantage models. But yeah, I like that touch. The seats are optional, so tailor-made on her specs. She wanted these seats when she bought the new car, and they look stunning actually. I like a lot the white color, white leather is matching the color outside also, these details, and the quality of this, it's very good. Like, it's some plastic but it's soft. So also this one, yeah, I mean, I think the materials that they used are really nice. And if you remember last time in the video, in one of the previous videos, I tested the Fiat, or not the Fiat, the Abarth 595 Competizione, and I can say it's like kind of similar car. It's small, it's powerful, there's a lot of power, but when it comes to the interior, the Mini, it's much more giving you the premium feeling. So that's something that was missing in the Fiat Abarth. Let's say the interior, yeah, okay, the looks okay, but the premium feeling is missing. The materials are not comparable to the Mini. And also this one has the automatic gearbox. I have to say it's less engaging than the Abarth 595, but the gearbox is very good, especially if you put it in manual mode and you activate the sport mode. It goes like a rocket. It's really like a go-kart. So now I understand when my friends and people that own the John Cooper Works, when they were saying that these cars are go-kart, I fully agree on that. This car drives really, really nice. So let me show you the legroom. So basically I moved the seat almost to the maximum. So as you can see, actually it is the maximum. I can move it a little bit more to push the seat, but I have plenty of space. Look at this. Like, can you believe that this is a Mini? So when it comes to the legroom, this car is 10 out of 10. Of course, behind no one can sit, especially behind me. But to me, the comfort is very, very great. And also when it comes to the headroom, it's similar to the Fiat Abarth Competizione. Like, you feel sometimes a bit your hair touching the ceiling here. And yeah, you can close this protection here, but I mean, it's not annoying definitely as in the Abarth Competizione, and it's not quite good as legroom, but I would say 7 out of 10. It's more than enough to have an enjoyable ride and the comfort needed in this car. So let's take it for a ride to see how it is driving this car. As I mentioned before, the car, it's quite kind of similar to the Abarth Competizione, but the feeling in the Mini Cooper or Mini John Cooper Works is much more premium. So it's not comparable in that sense, because the quality of the interior, of the material, the design of the interior and so on, it's completely different. Like, it's not comparable. Because I think also when you compare the price of the Abarth Competizione and the price of the Mini Cooper, so the Mini in Switzerland, it starts around 42,000 Swiss francs and it goes up to 53,000. The Mini Cooper, I didn't check the numbers, but I know used cars are quite expensive as well. So I believe it's even more expensive. And when it comes to drivability, this car feels much more premium as well. Because like on the steering wheel, the feeling on the steering wheel that you have, it's much more powerful, much more complete. It's giving you a better feedback when you turn in the curves. Especially in the higher speed, it's much more stable, and it's having a better grip, let's say. That was something that I was missing with the Abarth Competizione, but something that I'm missing in this Mini Cooper is the manual gearbox, because the manual gearbox in the Abarth was very, very, very engaging. That here, yeah, it's automatic, you have the shift pedals, but I don't know, I like to change the gear, I like to have a manual gearbox, and to have that feeling that you have a lot of power in a manual gearbox. It's really something unique as experience, and yeah, that's something that is missing in this Mini Cooper, but it's not something, of course, negative, it's a choice. And this Mini, you can also buy it with the manual transmissions, even though in Switzerland there are not many of those, because most of the Minis John Cooper Works are ordered with the automatic 8-speed transmission. So as I said before, the Mini is smooth, it's stable, it's aggressive, it goes really well in the corners. The only thing I don't understand how this car is doing from 0 to 100 is 6.1 seconds. I'm expecting a better result, less time to reach 100 kilometers per hour, but it's not something that it's taking away the fun with this car, because if you take this car on the mountain passes or like on twisty roads, this car will give you so much fun. Believe me, it will give you so much fun, because it's powerful, it's aggressive on the steering wheel, and it has a lot of power, especially if you put it in sport mode. It's giving you even more power and more aggressivity on the steering wheel. So my overall feeling with this car is that it's really worth the money you paid, because this car costs 43,000 Swiss francs, let's say, or it starts at that price, and I think that price it's suitable for this car, for what the car is offering you. What you get for that price, it's really worth. I know worse cars that are much more expensive than this John Cooper Works, so my overall feeling is that this car is worth the price you paid. Listen. One thing I'm really missing in this car is a bit more aggressivity on the sound. So when you downshift, I am missing that feeling that I did the downshift. I feel like I downshifted and then it's passing 1 or 2 seconds, and then like you feel the kick on the pedal gas. So I'm missing a bit aggressivity on that. But I believe if you buy an aftermarket exhaust system, you can have a better sound, much more aggressivity on the sound, and probably on the performance as well. So we reached the end of the video. I hope you liked this video about the Mini John Cooper Works. I would like to hear your opinions as well in the comment section down below. So if you like the video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. It will help me to grow the channel and to make new entertaining content for you. Thank you very much, and see you in the next video.